sometimes it is very good to appreciate the good deed of people. You understand? Yeah, I know it's been a while that we spoke about Ibrahim Traoré, but at least even if we don't have any something, should I say, some recent news about him, I think it's better sometimes to come and talk about the things he has done, like the good things he has been doing. Understand? Let's start by how he fixed CCTV camera all around Burkina Faso. Wow, that's actually great. Do you understand? Let me explain. Like Ibrahim Traoré actually fixed CCTV cameras. CCTV cameras, to know whatever is happening in the place. He fixed it, in the streets of Burkina Faso. Isn't that a great something to do? Like, you understand? If that could be done in countries like other countries of Africa, like like in Africa, let me say like Nigeria and other countries, they know how great Africa would be. Wow, not just that, he actually liberated his people from the hands of their colonial masters, like countries like France, US and others. The citizens of Burkina Faso and other African governments and even citizens are so surprised on how Ibrahim Traoré was able to liberate his people from the hands of their colonial masters, because they thought that it would be very hard for it to happen, because they actually thought he was not going to be able to do it, because they thought he was going to be deleted and paralyzed, killed. Because do you know what it means by for an African country to be liberated from the hands of their colonial masters? This is what other African countries are finding very hard to do, because they think it is not possible. They are so afraid because they don't know what they are going to face. Some of them are just wanting to continue being a puppet to these Western nations like US and others, even countries like Nigeria and other countries. We talk about not just Ibrahim Traoré. After Ibrahim Traoré took that bold step, immediately took that bold step, other countries follow. Countries like Niger and Mali, they followed, and that formed the Sahel state. What do you think the Sahel state? Sahel state is just the coming together of Burkina Faso, Mali and Niger. The three of them coming together now form the Sahel state, because those are the first states that liberated themselves from the hands of their colonial masters. Not just that, that's just two of many things that Ibrahim Traoré has done. Guess what? He's actually repairing the roads to Burkina Faso, changing their roads, and the citizens are showing their support by coming out to work even for free, just to see that their country develops and become a great country. That's not problem. Let's not can't be talking about the good things that Ibrahim Traoré has done and forget about him creating a gold field in Burkina Faso where gold is being stored. Not just that. Do you know that Burkina Faso is now mining gold by themselves with their local miners? Let me tell you, this one now, they are not relying on their colonial masters or the Western nations, or let me say the white people for their gold to be mined. Then their gold was being mined by countries like France, and then they were being cheated big time. They were actually being cheated big time by these countries, but they didn't know the secrets in the gold mining until one person came in, President Putin of Russia came in and changed the mindset of Africa and changed the mindset of their country. I know many African countries understand what it means to mine gold themselves, but many of them don't even care, because all they care about is the money they're getting from this colonial master. But when he realized the amount of money they could make mining it by them, so he keyed into the decision and started mining it by themselves. He made everything possible for Burkina Faso to mine their gold by themselves, and not just that, including uranium. What is uranium? I know so many people maybe wondering what uranium is. Uranium is is used to conduct electricity, just like it's used for electricity. Yes, that's it. So Burkina Faso now has enough electricity. Then their uranium was being taken by the colonial masters, like countries like France, the one taking their uranium and using it for themselves, to grow their electricity in France. Why Burkina Faso was suffering from lack of electricity? Ibrahim Traoré came in and thought of it that no, this is actually not going to be happening. So what he did was that he stopped them from getting that uranium and started using it to develop their own electricity in their country. Even after what the president of France did to the last president of Burkina Faso, of which the last president complained to him that they are not having enough electricity in their country. Yes, that they're not having enough electricity, that their country is suffering from lack of electricity. And guess what the president said? He said that Is he the one that is, that is responsible for electricity in Burkina Faso? Is he the one that will make it possible for Burkina Faso to have enough electricity? And don't forget, he was the one that was taking their uranium to use it to build their own electricity in France. And this was his saying. And that president was actually trying to tell him that, thinking maybe he will, give them a little of the uranium for them to use it for themselves. But instead, he laughed and, scorned and, and just casted him there, and everybody was just laughing at him. Imagine laughing at the president. Wow, that's so bad. So after that, Ibrahim Traoré came in and liberated people in that aspect. And guess what? Burkina Faso is now mining a lot of gold. Like, they were able to mine about 28 million dollars worth of gold in a day. That has never happened in any African countries. That's some kind of part. It has never happened in any African countries. Not even, I don't think that should be the first time it's happening. That's historical, because they just created a history of mining about 28 million dollars worth of gold in a year. And guess what? In a year, they are mining about 78 million dollars. Oh my god! Oh my god! Guess what they were getting from their colonial masters, like from countries like France? Then they were actually getting just $1 billion worth of gold in a year. Oh my god. But now, them doing it by themselves, they are able to make about 70 something billion dollars worth of gold in a year. Isn't that a good turnaround? A turnaround, a counter for greatness and positivity, you understand? But we are also happy for what he's doing. Today I'm just here not to talk, not to cast news. No one like you come and talk on news topics. But today I'm here to actually praise Ibrahim Traoré for the good thing he's doing. Sometimes they need to be praised, for them to know that yes, people are actually seeing that good work, so that they can keep on doing the good work and keep on doing it and going. So we thank God for him. We pray that God continue to bless him and keep him. With all this I've said, I know and most of you, my viewers, I know you love Ibrahim Traoré. Please endeavor to appreciate him from the comment section. Just appreciate him, comment, a good, appreciating message, not just that. Pray for him, because he needs it. He has so many enemies that are fighting against him, understand, and they are trying any possible way to bring him down. Not just that, you understand how there have been terrorists coming to Burkina Faso. The other day, about 50 armies of Burkina Faso were deleted, that is, they were fired, killed. And not just that, they even bombed their military base in Burkina Faso. So he has many enemies coming in different ways to see how to get to him, but they have not been able to get to him. And don't you think it might be this our little prayer that is actually protecting him, and not just that, with some safety measures that are being taken in the country. So let's just appreciate him. Like, I'm so happy for him. I thank God for what he's doing. Within these 3 years he's on seat, he has done so many things that other presidents that have stayed up to 20 years that have not been able to do. So he has done a lot. We really appreciate him. We just pray that God gives him long life. Yeah. Thank you, Ibrahim Traoré. I appreciate you. Thank you. Personally, I appreciate you for what you have done. And I say, may the good Lord continue to bless you and hold you, and protect you. Thank you. My name is your boy AZP. Yeah, your boy AZP. Please do like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and others that appreciate Ibrahim Traoré on the comment section. Thank you.